we broke up. It happened really fast when I was in Manila. It happened very suddenly. I feel like it's some type of universe intervention because I legit did not see it coming. A month ago, I thought everything is perfect. And what we had was a perfect relationship in every sense. And I felt so loved, understood, and respected throughout.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we are discussing about Clara Dao. Clara Dao wasn't just another body positivity influencer. She was the girl. The girl who made flat-chested girls feel seen. The girl who called out toxic beauty standards with a laugh and a lip gloss. But in just a few months, she burned it all down. Her audience, her values, even her relationship. And now, in a twist no one saw coming, her dream man is gone too.
I think it was a dream starting YouTube and social media, getting up to 2 million followers on that account. But I'm excited for what's gonna come. I'm back home, the place I grew up, and yeah, I'm excited for what's next. I don't know what to say.
So what actually happened? Was Clara just another creator caught in a storm of algorithm pressure? Or did she sacrifice her entire brand for a guy who might have just been using her? Let's break it all down. Let's rewind. Because before the hate comments, the rage bait, and the good for him edits on TikTok, Clara Dao built something special. Her channel wasn't about perfection, it was about being real, about being flat-chested in a world of push-up bra tutorials. She gave voice to a body type that rarely had one, and girls loved her for it. She once was very, very inspiring, and she was like the sweetest, nicest person. She was that rare kind of influencer who made you feel like maybe, just maybe, you were enough. Until she wasn't that girl anymore. The shift was fast, uncomfortably fast. Clara's content went from wholesome and body positive to something people started calling rage bait. A kind of, you're gonna hate me for this, but I don't care vibe. She joked about betraying her community. She made light of surgery. She even mocked body positivity.
I can do whatever the fuck I want without needing anyone's approval. That, to me, is true confidence. So no, I didn't betray what I stood for. At every point in my life, I lived in alignment with my truth. Before, I loved my flat chest, and now, I love my new chest. And if you're disappointed by my decision, I don't expect you to understand.
Me saying goodbye to body positivity. When will you do it again? Never, never, never. Well, maybe someday. When? Tomorrow, her fans felt slapped in the face. And the backlash was loud. But then came him, her boyfriend. Cute, charming, and suddenly everywhere on her channel, their relationship became content. Content became aesthetic. And slowly, Clara's entire brand bent to match it. The internet noticed. I read one comment, he is using her. And now I see their point, why he was so happy to break up with Clara. TikTok comments started speculating. Was he pressuring her to change? Did she shift her image to impress him? Was she even in control anymore? And then came his breakup video.
It was a decision that we made because we simply just wanted different things. I moved back to the Philippines 2 months ago, and I just love I love the Philippines.
He is not even wearing the shirt. He is grinning, vibing, and meanwhile, Clara.
A month ago, I thought everything is perfect. And, what we had was a perfect relationship in every sense. And I felt so loved, understood, and respected throughout my relationship. I thought we were aligned on what we want for the future, our values, and everything. But it seemed like,
let's just say, the contrast was jarring. Clara's fans and former fans weren't shy. The comment sections turned brutal, not just for the breakup, but for everything that led up to it. Months of content that seemed like a slap in the face to the very community she built. You've ruined everything. You've ruined your entire image online. You've destroyed what people used to love you for. Some say this was karma, others say she's just a girl who got lost in the influencer machine. But let's not forget, she was crying on camera, and that pain, that was real.
Sometimes when I think about it, you know, but I am doing okay. Like I said, it was really tough at time, and I did have to take a lot of time out from social media to sort through my emotions. But right now I think I'm okay. I guess it was one of the hardest chores that I have to make this year.
Here's where things get messy. Some viewers believe the breakup video was damage control, a way to shift the narrative back in her favor, reclaim some sympathy, quiet the hate. Most people just aren't having it. They see this as kind of a publicity stunt. But even if it was calculated, does that make the heartbreak any less real? That's the uncomfortable question. Because on one hand, Clara was crying on camera. She looked devastated, raw, vulnerable. And whether or not you trust her intent, pain like that doesn't come easy. But at the same time, you can't expect an audience to forget the months of trolling, mocking, and baiting overnight. You can't cry for empathy from the same people you made feel disposable. That's not how trust works. And this right here is where the internet split. One side saying she deserves it, the other saying she's still human. And the truth, it might live somewhere in between. Because this whole saga isn't just about a breakup, it's about betrayal. Not of a boyfriend, but of an audience. Her audience. The people who defended her in comment sections, who recommended her channel to their friends, who felt genuinely seen by the content she used to create. Clara built her brand on vulnerability, on being the soft, kind voice in a sea of Instagram perfection. So when that same voice turned around and mocked the very ideals it once championed, the betrayal hit hard. She's just been rage baiting an audience that's been so loyal to her all these years. It's not that she changed, everyone changes. The internet's not mad that she evolved, it's mad that she did it with a smirk, while burning down the identity she made money building. You can have surgery, you can rebrand, you can pivot, but when you do it with an attitude that says, I fooled you all and I'd do it again, don't be shocked when the crowd turns. So now we ask, was she ever the old Clara? Was the transformation real? Or was it just a character she played? First for relatability, then for rage clicks. There's a theory that she changed for her boyfriend, that his influence pressured her into surgery, content shifts, even attitude changes. And if that's true, if she lost herself trying to be what he wanted, then yeah, that sucks. And it's heartbreaking. But the thing is, Clara says it wasn't like that. She claims it was all her decision, her evolution. So who do we believe? The teary post-breakup Clara trying to reclaim empathy, or the Clara who laughed at her audience while rage-baiting them week after week? The truth, we don't know. We may never know. But one thing's clear. Clara Dao isn't cancelled, not completely, not forever. Because in the world of YouTube, the redemption arc is always up for grabs. So, what do we take away from Clara Dao's fall? Maybe this: no relationship, no trend, no aesthetic is worth losing your core. Because once that trust breaks with your audience, it's almost impossible to rebuild. Clara wasn't cancelled for getting surgery or for rebranding. She was cancelled for changing the values her entire platform was built on, then acting shocked when the foundation crumbled. You don't get to spit on a community and then cry when they walk away. But here's the thing, people did care. They still care. Why? Because Clara was that girl. She helped people feel seen. She showed girls that their bodies weren't problems to be fixed, that they could be proud of who they were without changing a thing. And if she ever finds her way back to that creator, the one who made girls feel strong and safe, will be watching. The redemption arc is waiting. The question is, does Clara want it? Because whatever she does next, it'll define her legacy. No pressure, Clara. But this is your moment. Make it count.